I got it. All right, so my family comes down to Ocean Grove, New Jersey. Every year we rent a house for a few weeks. So we head down to the beach, we jump in the water, we're playing around, and my shorts are so tight, I got all this sand in my pocket. So I head back into the water, and I'm working on getting all the sand out of my pockets. And all of a sudden, I just feel like a giant wave crash on my back. And I can feel my necklace just come off over the top of my head and down. My heart sank. I had a gold chain with my grandfather's charm on it.
Walk the grandpa, come on. Come on, walk, that's it, a little faster, come on. I have to go cut the grass now, excuse me.
And so I just freeze in place, and I just start like feeling around with my hands. And now I'm starting to panic. I'm a very sentimental person, and it really struck me like I'm never gonna find this. And I'm standing there like, what do I do? And I ran out of the water, and I asked my brother to go help. We're diving under with our eyes open, can't see anything because of the salt water. It's very cloudy. So we decide to go get snorkels. So we go to the local Rite Aid, and they only had like a kid's snorkel set. Look, it's better than nothing. So again, it's just like, keep coming up with nothing. The day is just getting later and later. And then I remember the lifeguard came out and he was like, all right, everyone, it's over. Go home.
Merry Christmas. Here's that big boy. See how big he got? Look at how big.
I think at that point it really hit me. Like I started to feel really like depressed and sad that like I'm never gonna see that again.
Hey, thank you, Daddy. Dear Corey, happy birthday to you. Hey, look at that. Boo, 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 boo.
So I remember just trying to get past it the best I could, and then get home, go to sleep, and I didn't really sleep. And around like 2 a.m., I would say, I started like going on the computer and just like Googling. And like, I don't even know what I was doing in the beginning, but eventually I started to Google like how to find jewelry in the ocean. And I came across this article about some woman who had lost her, I think it was her ring or something. And she's like, I lost my ring, but thanks to ring finders, I got it back. And I'm like, ring finders, what the heck is this? It just so happens that in this town where there were two people that were part of this network. One was like an older guy that seemed seasoned and had many reviews. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna message him. What do you have to lose? So send the email, put my phone on, try and sleep. Who's calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning? And at this point, I was like, okay, like, I don't know if divine intervention, but there's something's happening. So I answer the phone and I hear, Corey? And I'm like, yes, who's calling? This is Dennis. I just got your email about your necklace. Can you meet me there at 7 o'clock in the morning? I said, sure, no problem. I was like thrilled and surprised that he'd be willing to turn around something like this that quickly. We hang up, and 5 minutes later, he calls me back, he says, would you like to go right now? And I'm like, 3 o'clock in the morning, strange guy, awesome experience maybe, gotta do it. My brother hears what's going on, he's like, let's go, I'm gonna go with you. And then my dad is a very light sleeper, he woke up and he's like, let's go. So all three of us, we head down to the beach and we just stand there and we're waiting. And my heart is racing a little bit. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna show up? Then we see these two headlights coming out of the darkness. And it's like, who else is driving around at this time at night, right? And I see this gray Jeep pull up, and this guy comes out and he just looks like a pro. Like, he looks like he knows what he's doing.
There's really nothing to it. My head is blank when I'm out here. That's the one thing I like about it. I can just forget about everything and wander, you know? I'm Dennis Burlingame. I'm living in Neptune City. I grew up in Ocean Grove, New Jersey, so local Jersey boy, always at the beach. That's what started this mess. In my early 20s, I was fishing down in Ocean Grove, and an old timer walked past me with a metal detector. I got talking to him, and I became friends with him. And he let me use his spare machine. And once you find a piece of gold, it's like gold fever. It's like, I want more, you know? And I used the gold that I find on the beach, I'd cash that in to buy my new machines, because these things can get somewhat expensive after a while.
Here's one.
Oh my God, that's my wedding band.
I've gone on recoveries where it's taken me 2 or 3 hours, and then I've gone to recoveries 4 times. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But once I pull it up out of the sand, tears automatically on women. Most of the guys, they'll come up, shake my hand or hug me real quick, and big smile on their face.
Never thought I'd see it again.
I work off of a reward basis, but there's other guys that will set a price. They want like 10% of what the value of the thing is. I'll take $10 for gas money, but if they don't have anything other than that, I'm happy with the $10. I did what I wanted to do. The satisfaction I get from giving back something sentimental like that to a person. So I could imagine what the feeling is losing something like that. But then the happiness you get getting it back, you know?
Do it again, John. Do it again. Very sneaky now.
He's here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Move, 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 move.
Who did this?
Are you surprised?
I'm shocked. Who are you?
I always look forward to seeing them. They always make a great time, and if you're not happy, you just call them up and everything's better. And we're glad to be here. Thank you.
So he unloads his car and he's like, all right, let's go. Show me where it is. So I'm just like, that way. And we start walking out to the beach. Turns on his machine. Puts on his headlamp. Pitch black darkness in the middle of the night. Walks right out into the ocean. He's walking around back and forth, back and forth. I see the headlight, waves knocking him over, you know. You felt like you're dreaming. You feel like this can't be real. Like there's no way he could pull this thing out of the ocean. Okay.
Water recoveries are the hardest. I can't grid the water like I could up on top sand. I was getting pushed around. Every time a wave came, I was off my mark from where I was before, so I'm just basically wandering around aimlessly. And it's pretty much hit and miss, to be honest with you.
I would say maybe 20 minutes go by, and he comes out of the ocean shaking his head. So he's shaking his head, he's like, the waves were rough, but not rough enough. And he opens up his hand, and dangling out of his hand is the gold chain with the charm. And it was like something that was like raised from the dead.
I was getting knocked around a little bit, but I got it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
I want to take
This is my grandfather's.
Well, I'm glad I found it, believe me.
That's my grandfather.
I do mess with people. I like to get that last little dig in. And it adds to the excitement because they're thinking, oh shit, I ain't gonna get my rig back. And then all of a sudden I hold it up and the excitement grows even more 100%. It's just great to see.
What did he say when he came in? He goes, the waves are crazy, but not that crazy. He found it, and I opened up my wallet, looked for anything that I had. I don't think you can put a price on something like that. It's the sentimental value. It's something that belonged to a family member who has passed on, and it's very special. Dennis is a hero. It's amazing what he does.
I love the smiles, to be honest with you. That's enough for me right there. Just the smile and the gratification of knowing that that person is relieved and got their thing back. That's what I'd like. I don't know. People think I'm crazy, but
it kind of feels like I was given a second life with this. Every time I wear it, I'm like, I'm not supposed to have this. And when I see it now, I still think of my grandfather, but I also think of Dennis and the fact that without him, I wouldn't be looking at this right now. A very special person that sacrificed part of their night for someone they didn't know to help them find something that was important to them. And I will never forget that.
Bye.